Welcome to our international podcast, Below the Belt. Who vex lose? Folks, happy Friday. It is Friday, the 24th day of June. Yesterday was Jorita's birthday. She is in studio today, still celebrating. Here looking all, she says it's not street,
It's an under dye.
it's an under dye.
Yeah.
Right? It's about 90% of it has been dyed, but it's an under dye.
This is not 90%. It's literally 10%, but at different angles,
Different
you can
angles, looks.
perceive it to be more than it
Oh,
actually
I
is.
see. I
It's
gotta get
just
John's
like
impression
around.
of this. Let's see if both of us are wrong.
You don't want John's
Let's see
impression.
if both of us are wrong here.
John likes like subtle colors, more calm.
I know what he talks about. I know what
Don't
he's talking
worry.
about. I know what you're talking about. Folks, welcome to our international podcast. We're so happy that you folks are here with us. You know how we like it. So we like them. We like when you guys are here with us. Let us know if you can hear us clearly. That's paramount. Let us know if you can hear us clearly. Yes, Hazel Johnson is asking us a question. The answer is yes, Hazel. WhatsApp us on 627-6963, and I'm going to give you the details, Hazel. WhatsApp us on 627-6963, and I'm going to give you those details. Hazel, Jorita, you're up. Well, I wrestle with Hazel on this side.
Well, guys, it has been a good week for me. I'm older, older as old can get right now. I see a few gray hair was peeping out earlier. I order it to go right back in. I'm not going to be playing those games.
At all.
Now in my prime, so just out of 16, now ready to live this life. Anything that we can say. But a lot happening, lots of discussions to be had there. And the first thing that we're going to go, the first big thing, we're going to touch on a little bit of this discussion later on in the program. But just to give you guys a heads up, the U.S. Supreme Court has struck down the abortion rights and that is as it pertains to the Roe versus Wade. Guys, we were talking about that prior, and the day has come, and it's all over the news right now. So make sure that you share the stream because we're gonna be having some discussions on that. Make sure that you share the stream so everybody else can benefit from that bit of information. Another important thing today is that
Hold on. Let's get to some other pages so that everyone can get the credible and valid information.
Please do your part and share.
Yeah. And the folks, and to all of you, welcome. Those of you who are now picking us up on some other pages, welcome to our international podcast, Below the Belt, Who Vex Lose. We're joined in studio today by my co-host, Julie Florence. Julia, you were saying.
Well, I was saying, guys, that as the ruling has come out, Roe versus Wade, the U.S. Supreme Court strikes down abortion rights. It says that millions of women in the U.S. will lose the right, the legal right to abortion after the Supreme Court overturned a 50-year-old ruling that legalized it nationwide. Guys, that's a lot to be discussed there, and I know that when it comes to the pro-life and pro-choice campaigners, a lot is going to be said on this matter as the days go forward.
The challenge here is that Mr. Trump put a lot of conservative justices on the Supreme Court, and I'm certain when you look at it, that's how it came down. And that's why each president tried to put, liberal or conservative or, to get a certain kind of tenor of legislation coming out of the Supreme Court. Now, it'll be interesting to look at to see whether it was a unanimous decision and who were the dissenting justices.
Well, it's interesting that and that is what is going on there because as some persons are already coming out and say, what other rights will they take away next? Because the conservatives have a different ideologies as it pertains to some very, very, very serious matters in the U.S. So it's interesting to note what will be coming on, what next would be on the agenda for the U.S. Supreme Court. But a lot of discussions to be had there. This is a touchy one for me as a woman in particular. It's a touchy one. It's a touchy one. I have to say, I am all open for all points of the discussion, guys. What do you think? Pro life, pro choice? What's going on there in the comment section? Let me know what's your thoughts on this matter. Folks joining us there from in the US, how are you feeling about this particular ruling? Let us know what is going through your head.
Yep, yep. Of course, it's Friday and it's Talk Back Friday. And of course, we want to hear from you. We're talking about Sue. We're talking about Sue. Have you guys seen Sue? Where's Sue there? Right? Where is Sue? That is the question of the moment, of the hour. Where is Sue? Right?
Well, you know that as we continue to look here, I don't even know, and I said I've been saying it. There are certain things that are missing right now. Not only so, but also missing is any court action against this individual or any indication that there will be court action against the individual. So also missing is any indication that an investigation into the damning allegations are going to be had. All of those things missing in action. Birth certificates not out, people missing in action. Passports not there, missing in action. You know, a lot of things missing, Mr. Duncan.
Yep, the country seemed to be just kind of lumbering forward, rather less, And I think it's because of the kind of leadership strategy they've undertaken, if you want to call it that. Everybody doing everything.
Or lack thereof.
There's no clear direction. Everybody doing everything. It's confusion powder with a strong shot of purgatory. That's what's happening here.
But persons know that very, very well. I think the people have been calling it out. They have been speaking out.
Because we beg, but we ain't stupid. We understand what's happening. You can see clear as day and who vex. Them guys want to look at this and call it by some other name. You got to call the thing for what it is. It's skullduggery, it's corruption, it's wickedness. We see you sitting in a living room and you're making the big deals and so on. You want to tell me something else obtaining? Sue has all the support. He handles all the agreement. I do what I need to do from the government side. Right? So let's work out the consultancy fee and the processing fee and so on. He handles all the agreements.
That is correct. I noted yesterday. I have to go back to my colleague Christopher Jones's post yesterday. Chris is different.
Talk to us about that, folks. Confusion in the house. It's confusion powder. Jacobats and trench crappos, all of them.
I'm pulling it up.
Go right ahead.
Pulling it up.
Go right ahead. The whole country's upside down.
I'm pulling up.
Whole country upside down.
Post yesterday, Chris is on a different level. So yesterday, like Sharon was saying, yesterday was my birthday. So yesterday, Chris made a post that had me cracking up because Chris says he's extending a happy birthday to me, but then he put P.S. Drinks are on Sue. He handles all arrangements.
Good. Good. So you had good things. That's why you're starting here this morning in your own time. You're staggering here.
Handles all the arrangements, right? Sometimes we try to make the best out of what we can, but to think that those are the comments and the sentiments being given at that level when persons are literally out there trying to make ends meet by dotting the I's and crossing the T's and all of that, it's crazy.
Yep. Folks, we gotta take back our country, from this quick march and slide into decadence and decay that we're seeing. Patricia Kassoon candidly in the jeet. We gotta take back our country. Eileen Griffith Norton in its Magnell Barrow. You all see the foolishness happening here? I thought we come from the days when we used to be ashamed telling to find ourselves as Guyanese in some countries because of the nonsense we were doing. But look like we're heading right back there. We're heading right back. Look at the caliber of leadership we're offering to the top. It's madness. And I love what Oren Don Cook is saying here. We got to keep up the protest. We got to keep it up. Gary Archer, we see you there. Beatrice Selby, we see you as well. And Lisa Pitt.
Lisa, how are you doing?
Yeah.
And Deborah Clark. Hey, Deborah, how are you, girl? Haven't seen you in a little bit. So I gotta go come and pay Deborah a visit over there. Let us know what's good on your end, Brent Mentor and Gloria Fraser. Guys, how are you doing? Thank you, dear George Brathwaite. And I see Rami is in the house today. It says okay, I missed that comment. Sorry about that. Sean Rodney is here also, and Claire Capel. All the wonderful folks are joining us today. I am going through some of the comments that I try to I'm trying not to miss any of them at all, guys. But just please bear with me if I miss your comment. Yes, Deborah, I see you there. There is a yep, so true. That is the way Guyanese have to keep up the pressure. Absolutely correct. And Glennis Mingo Born is there also. You know your boy Edward Gonzalez, Sherrod. Edward Gonzalez is here
From the Bronx, our brother. Our
from the
brother from
Bronx.
another mother. From
That
the
is
Bronx. Good to have you, Edward.
Gwyneth Anderson here. Gwyneth, what's going on with you? How are things on your end? But today, today the mic is yours. Today the mic is yours. We're not gonna be doing all the talking today, of course not. We're gonna be able to hear from you, hear your thoughts, your comments all together. What do you think is going on?
Where is Sue?
Where is Sue?
Folks, please, we don't want very long voice notes. I see 6 minutes in length and so on. That's a whole podcast by itself. Trying to be as succinct as possible, as concise as possible. We want to hear from as many persons as possible. Send us those voice notes. Let us know your thoughts out there. I think William sent us something. Let's see if we can take a listen to what William's perhaps one of the first persons who would have sent us something. I hope it's for public consumption because he sent it a little bit before the program started. I hope. William, can I publish? Let me know if I can publish.
Yes, William, let us know. Let us make sure it's not a very personal message here today. Lisa Pitt says someone is under the bed. Lisa probably have some different information over there. Hey, Stephanie Pearson, how are you doing? How are things?
Stephanie, great to have you. Great to have all you folks who have dropped by. Are we waiting on those voice notes? Where is Sue? What do y'all think about this madness here? And folks, let us let you know. You don't always have to agree with us. You don't have to agree with us to send us a voice note. Let us hear it. God knows we want to fight some y'all anyhow. So send through. Send through. And since we below the belt is punch, pelting, left, right, and center.
What I see Stephanie is indicating here, Stephanie Pearson, Stephanie is indicating here that President Biden will be delivering remarks on the Supreme Court ruling to overturn Roe versus Wade at 12:30. So we're not gonna be able to catch that live here, but we'll definitely be able. Oh, we might.
Are we?
Guys, we very well might. This is very.
Some little pamp. I think we're dealing with it. Once it goes live and we send the link, we can patch it through.
Yes, well, very, very, very true. My apologies. We may very well be able to bring that through.
William says we can publish it. So let's hear from William, folks.
Okay.
Let's hear from William.
Good afternoon, Sherrod.
Let us know.
I have a few things that are on my mind all week. Did Mr. Jagdeo take Chinese government money in order to facilitate the operations of Chinese businesses in Guyana? Is Mr. Su a Chinese intelligence official moonlighting as a businessman in Guyana? Did Mr. Su launder any Chinese government monies in Guyana? Was any of that laundered money, if any, used to pay lobbyists in Washington? What is Mr. Jagdeo's connection to the Chinese government? Is Mr. Jagdeo running a parallel government in Guyana? Why would they send a Vice News reporter to investigate a two-bit criminal in Guyana, when this could be accomplished via tapping your cell phones? I recall some years ago, Abdul Qadir and many others who were tracked via using a cell phone.
Mhm.
All cell phone calls, whether it's in Africa, Asia, or Europe, all cell phone calls are routed through two central locations here, one in Arizona and one in California. And once it is in America's national security interest, they will go deeper into those cell phones. These people have the ability to turn on a satellite and see what you're doing. Don't believe that they don't know about the drugs that are moving in Guyana. They very well know, but they're waiting on an opportune time to step in. The last thing is that why would they send an ambassador to Guyana in the form of Mrs. Lynch, who it is alleged is a high-ranking CIA officer, a station chief? Why would they send her to Guyana at this point in time? Is it because of China's growing economic interest in this region?
Yep. All pertinent questions.
Very
All
much
pertinent
so. Very much
questions.
so. And I think all Guyanese need to be asking the very same questions. Those are the things that deserves answers at this point in time. And those are the questions we want everyone to be asking. So very on point.
What's happening here, folks? That's the question. What is happening? Very important questions. William asking us here some very important questions. Love it, love it. Keep the voice notes coming, folks. And I think we welcome Marilyn.
Hi, my two favorite MPs. Good afternoon to you two,
Good
and good
afternoon.
afternoon
We
to the
accept.
viewers. Sharad, my take on Sue. I am ashamed as a Guyanese citizen. I am ashamed. I am ashamed about the whole Vice News business with Barajagdio. And I think that Barajagdio should resign. Furthermore, the entire PPP should resign. They should step down because they are a shame and disgrace to Guyana. And when Irfan Ali and Priya and the private sector could come out to defend Barajagdio, well, I don't know what more. Where is Guyana going? Where are we heading? This is a disaster zone. The PPP is not good for Guyana, and worse yet, for our young people that will be coming up. As to Mr. Sue, I don't think Mr. Sue is in hiding no way. Barajagdio, knowing the pathological liar he be, he knows fully well where is Sue. So he's just bluffing his way through. So let us stop playing a bluff game with people. He know where Sue is. He's not going to sue no Sue. How are you going to sue Sue? And Sue is the middleman. Yeah, I'm bugging dollars. So as far as I'm concerned, I could be wrong. What I know, if the Chinese consulate is not shielding Sue, then Barajagdio no full way Sue there. So let he don't fool people and tell people no strictness that he don't know where Sue is. And with this Vice News report, Guyanese are begging ya, make Guyanese body and see them oh my Guyana. Are you wake up? Are you supposed to coming out more? All of ya what they're calling for boots on the ground, boots on the ground, boots on the ground. Now is the time for boots on the ground. Shut down the country. Force the PPP hands out because PPP is no good for Guyana. This is blood clot nonsense. You all need to come out. Who can go to town? Protest in your different regions where you live in. We got to get rid of the PPP. Anyhow, Sherrod, I must tell you, after 1 year, I have finally received my mother death certificate. After 1 year, I finally got it.
Wow. Marilyn, our condolences
That's
still.
my take on the Sioux issue. I don't understand, and I don't know what more my Guyanese brothers and sisters are waiting on. I like protest bad, and I know if I been home, I would have been on the protest line because I like a protest. We don't got the time for waste with them. We got to get rid of these people. Young people not getting jobs. You're only teaching the young people lawlessness, drugs, thief. Look, they're not getting work so much that they are being forced to go and thief. What is this? Guyanese need to wake up because it seems as though like they are comfortable with the misery that they are living in.
Yep, 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 yep. Yep, yep, yep. Rhonda, how you doing? Rhonda. Talk to us, Rhonda.
Yes, good afternoon, Sherrod. I'm going to do a voice note because I know that you can't take the
No,
call.
go
So
right
please
ahead.
cut it up and no voice note.
Rhonda, go right ahead. You're already on. Go right ahead.
Yeah, about this Vice News business, we have got to remember that you see the thing what happened. Barra they like to follow Apnu to the max. Now Apnu cannot have access to the to air their cars. So because of programs like yours, Buxtonia Morning Time, Gavin Matthews, you decided to use that. And they like to follow us. He decided to use critics. And critics who supposed to be keeping his business was in Barbados conducting this thing with Vice News, because when Vice News came, Vice News made contact with critics, and the body who should Barrett should be against should be critics, but it's good. And there is where critics has shown his side who he's on. Critics, he went to critics because he had confidence in critics. He would not have come to any other show and invite these people outside like Roy Edwards said. They are looking in to things that we the Guyanese are not looking into. The outside don't see what's going on shows like yours. You know what? We want that and what's going on, we gonna contact one of them. If we go to any one of them, Sherrod, Gavin and them, they're gonna say these people are against us because they are the opposition. Let me go to one of the own. Who is the own? Critics. And critics destroy them. Vice News was in Barbados. You don't know what dirt Vice News collect on me. Eh? Nobody know. Vice News ain't ready for lick out. Once Vice News go in your place, the guy now looking for your dirty clothes to wash it in public. And they don't get dirty clothes from Barbados. If the Vice News waiting when they get good sunshine, or wash out Barbados dirty clothes. But right now, we only get the first wash. We ain't get the second wash, the spin and the dry.
Well, I waiting for the second wash.
Well, I waiting for the dry. I waiting for the second, the spin and the dry. So, don't laugh, man, Cheryl. Don't laugh.
No, but it is so serious. It's taking funny now. You know? But I was quite surprised with critics' involvement, the level of his involvement.
Okay. And the thing is, critics had Barrett in his chest. Because you could remember he went to Barbados and come back for tell me that he gonna let Barbadians come to tell us to plant onions. That is the same time critics did done vomit his stomach to Isabel and come back and he went to sell for plant onion. An onion does go in egg back in then I'm still. Egg back the village after then I'm still. So you see how critics destroy the body. And on this thing with you ain't missing no way. You take a good look at Sue. Sue look that he's not only a shrewd businessman, you know. Sue got other characteristics about him. A picture tells 1,000 words. And when you watch at Sue look like he's an old Dan Dragon, but does weather any storm and fight in any battle. So it's a lot. This is just the tip of the iceberg.
Rondell, I feel like you're telling me that critics is there, Charandas.
Yes. Yes.
Fascinating. You know, there's another school of thought, Rhonda. Folks are telling us that, you know, they could see the bishop sit down right now laughing because the man managed him the other day, and the bishop probably sit down saying, you know, touch not the Lord's anointing, is the Lord fighting the battle here? You see, you laughing now. You laughing now, Rhonda. Yeah, they could see the Fisher Bishop saying, touch not the Lord's anointing.
Of course.
You see what we do in this country here? It's Pocatour mixed with confusion
Yeah.
powder. Thanks very much, Rhonda. Thank you so much.
All right, thanks.
Thank you so
Bye-bye.
much. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Folks, rock and come in with the voice notes for us. 627-6963. I hope it's up there on the artwork. Is it there? We got to put it in. 627-6963. Y'all know the number. 627. Open mic Friday. The mic is your own, folks. Thanks for coming through there. All the folks who are sending your voice notes in, we're going to try to play as many as possible. 627-6963. You see that? Touchdown, the Lord's anointing. Fisher Bishop said, I'm saying that you see the Lord is work quick for people. Those that know that God shall, do exploits. Be strong and do exploits, as the good book tells me. Folks, so that's what the fella saying. Right? That is what the fella saying. We're going to try to play all the voice notes, folks. Rock and come in with the voice notes for us. Please and thank you. Don't come when we're looking funny. Rock and come in with the voice notes. That's the lines. We don't know why some of them load fast and then some others take a little while to come through, but we're going to try to play as many as we can. As many as we can, we're going to try to play. So forgive us. Apologies. We're holding for one to load here. Let me see if we get it. Do we have it? Let me see. Let me see if we have it.
Sherrod, good afternoon.
Oh, this one is low.
Do you know what I think? I think that we are doing too much for talking in Guyana. It's time for we stop doing that and do something differently. It's not working.
All right, we're gonna try to pull this one back.
It's not gonna work. We gotta come different strategy. It don't make sense that you got this man by.
Are we gonna pull this one back and
testicles right now, and you gonna
try to get it back for you? We want you to get the full thing. I don't know why some play well and some just don't. But send through the voice notes nonetheless. We're gonna find a way. We're gonna find a way to bring it through. We're just gonna find a way, folks. We're gonna find a way.
Yes, folks, we are working on this, and I can tell you, like, some of the voice notes, I don't know why, but some of them take particularly long to load as compared to the rest, and some of them come in low. Some of the recordings come in low, and when we play it, you guys would not be able to hear it on that end. So we are working on that. Continue to send it in. Let us see what is going on at this end. But we are following in the comment section. The comment section is very much alive and popping this this midday. I am seeing just seeing Henry and Diane Zandy, Amanda, Daniels, Ingrid, Cardi. You guys are there. Very interactive comment section today. Nobody is playing. Everybody is up and about in full spirit, to say the least. Sure, I think they're going into the weekend very, very hyped up right now. I see Alexis Williams is saying good afternoon to you, Sherrod, and the viewers.
But I'm so happy everybody's looking for Sue. It's quite heartening, because people have just taken this as a matter of national interest, trying to find out where is Sue. Where is Sue? What's happening in this place? We can't have a country running like this. We can't have a country running like this at all. Where is Sue? That's the question.
Where is he?
Right.
Everybody wants to know. Everyone wants to know.
That's the question people want to know. Let's see if we get these notes coming through. Bear with us a sec. We can't get it one way, we take it another way. Yep. That's what's happening at this hour, folks. We're just approaching halftime. Good to have you, Gwyneth Anderson, Paulette Hawkins, Yvonne Ramasar, all the other folks. Let's see if we might get a couple now. Let's see how we're doing. We're trying all how, folks, all how.
Open Mic Friday. That's the best shows, when you get the views of the people to come on. Let you hear, let you give you the opportunity to let your voice and your standpoint be the standpoint of the day. Let everyone understand where you're thinking, where that's coming from, and all of that.
Yep. Lots of stuff happening out there, of which Sue is dominating, folks. Sue is dominating the conversation. The national conference. Everywhere you turn, people want to know, where is Sue? Anybody see Sue?
I think we need to have Sue checking on these voice
Very, very
notes.
concerned. People are very,
So,
very, very concerned, as they should be about national life, especially where corruption and kickbacks and those things are concerned. We understand why people have taken a certain stance on this. Totally understand it. Can't say I don't. I don't. Totally understand it. Totally understand. We trying to get the other contributions for you guys. Bear with us there. Bear with us, and let's see. We want to make sure everybody's heard. Loud and clear. So bear with us.
and that is correct, guys. And we're also at this end also one of the things that we're monitoring is the address from President Biden there as regards to Roe versus Wade, and that the Supreme Court decision there that has not yet come up as well. So as soon as we get the voice note through, we're gonna patch it through to you guys, and as soon as that those remarks are coming live, we're gonna also have some bit of that for you guys as well. So we're gonna make sure that you heard it here as it is being said, and let us move forward with these discussions. I think the very first voice note that we played asked all of the questions that we should be asking. I think the very first voice note was asking all of the pertinent questions that everyone could agree on. You know, what exactly is going on? You know, who was engaged with what? You know, at what level? Because it all spells very badly for our country, the name of our country, and all of that. I think we have one of the voice notes now. Let's hear this, guys.
Afternoon, Sharon and Jerita, and all the listening public. My Bible says, if the ruler or the king or whoever in charge hearken to lies, all his servants are wicked. And so, whatever Mr. Ali and Jackie and all them do, no better can come. We just all have to pray and fast and pray and fast without ceasing. Because if he doesn't pray and fast, I see nothing good coming out of Guyana.
Yep. We're going to Biden's statement on the Roe v. Wade being overturned in the U.S. We're going to that. We're going to that, folks. Just listening.
Intensely personal decisions with their doctor, free from the interference of politics. It reaffirmed basic principles of equality, that women have the power to control their own destiny, and it reinforced a fundamental right of privacy, the right of each of us to choose how to live our lives. Now, with Roe gone, let's be very clear. The health and life of women in this nation are now at risk. As chairman and ranking member of the Senate Judiciary Committee, as vice president and now as president of the United States, I've studied this case carefully. I've overseen more Supreme Court confirmations than anyone today, where this case was always discussed. I believe Roe v. Wade was the correct decision as a matter of constitutional law and application of the fundamental right to privacy and liberty in matters of family and personal autonomy. It was a decision on a complex matter that drew a careful balance between a woman's right to choose earlier in her pregnancy and the state's ability to regulate later in her pregnancy. A decision with broad national consensus that most Americans of faith and backgrounds found acceptable, that have been the law of the land for most of the lifetime of Americans today. And it was a constitutional principle upheld by justices appointed by Democrat and Republican presidents alike. Roe v. Wade was a 7-2 decision written by a justice appointed by a Republican president, Richard Nixon. In the 5 decades that followed Roe v. Wade, justices appointed by Republican presidents from Eisenhower, Nixon, Reagan, George W. Bush were among the justices who voted to uphold the principles set forth in Roe v. Wade. It was 3 justices named by one president, Donald Trump, were the core of today's decision to upend the scales of justice and eliminate a fundamental right for women in this country. Make no mistake, this decision is a culmination of a deliberate effort over decades to upset the balance of our law. It's a realization of an extreme ideology and a tragic error by the Supreme Court, in my view. The court has done what it has never done before, expressly take away a constitutional right that is so fundamental to so many Americans that had already been recognized. The court's decision to do so will have real and immediate consequences. State laws banning abortion are automatically taking effect today, jeopardizing the health of millions of women, some without exceptions. So extreme that women could be punished for protecting their health. So extreme that women and girls were forced to bear their rapist's child. With the child, a consequence. It just stuns me. So extreme that doctors will be criminalized for fulfilling their duty to care. Imagine having a young woman have to carry the child of incest as a consequence of incest. No option. Too often the case. The poor women are going to be hit the hardest. It's cruel. In fact, the court laid out state laws criminalizing abortion that go back to the 1800s as rationale. The court literally taking America back 150 years. This is a sad day for the country, in my view. But it doesn't mean the fight's over. Let me be very clear and unambiguous. The only way we can secure a woman's right to choose, the balance that existed, is for Congress to restore the protections of Roe v. Wade as federal law. No executive action from the president can do that. And if Congress, as it appears, lacks the votes to do that now, voters need to make their voices heard. This fall, we must elect more senators and representatives who will codify women's right to choose into federal law once again. Elect more state leaders to protect this right at the local level. We need to restore the protections of Roe as law of the land. We need to elect officials who will do that. This fall, Roe is on the ballot. Personal freedoms are on the ballot. The right to privacy, liberty, equality, they're all on the ballot. Until then, I will do all of my power to protect a woman's right in states where they will face the consequences of today's decision. While the court's decision cast a dark shadow over a large swath of the land, many states in this country still recognize a woman's right to choose. So, if a woman lives in a state that restricts abortion, the Supreme Court's decision does not prevent her from traveling from her home state to the state that allows it. It does not prevent a doctor in that state from treating her. As the Attorney General has made clear, women must remain free to travel safely to another state to seek care they need. My administration will defend that bedrock right. If any state or local official, high or low, tries to interfere with a woman's exercising her basic right to travel, I will do everything in my power to fight that deeply un-American attack. My administration will also protect a woman's access to medications that are approved by the Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, like contraception, which is essential for preventative health care. Mifepristone, which the FDA approved 20 years ago to safely end early pregnancies and is commonly used to treat miscarriages. Some states are saying that they'll try to ban or severely restrict access to these medications. But extremist governors and state legislators are looking to block the mail or search a person's medicine cabinet or control a woman's actions by tracking data on her apps she uses are wrong and extreme and out of touch with the majority of Americans. The American Medical Association, the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists, wrote to me and Vice President Harris stressing that these laws are not based on evidence and asking us to act to protect access to care. They say by limiting access to these medicines, maternal mortality will climb in America. That's what they say. Today, I'm directing the Department of Health and Human Services to take steps to ensure these critical medications are available to the fullest extent possible. And the politicians cannot interfere in the decisions that should be made between a woman and her doctor. And my administration will remain vigilant as the implications of this decision play out. I've warned about how this decision risked the broader right to privacy for everyone. That's because Roe recognized the fundamental right to privacy that has served as a basis for so many more rights that we've come to take for granted, that are ingrained in the fabric of this country. The right to make the best decisions for your health. The right to use birth control, a married couple in the privacy of their bedroom, for God's sake. The right to marry the person you love.
Yep. That's some of what President Biden is saying in the wake of the overturning of that seminal piece of legislation, Roe v. Wade. And that's Biden speaking live for you folks, speaking live for you. That's what's going on that side. Speaking live.
Yeah, a lot. Like I said, this conversation is far from over. A lot to be said, but some very important points raised there by Mr. Biden is the fact that this overturn could affect so many persons. You know, it could affect women that were raped and as pregnant as a result of that. It could affect women that is pregnant from a result of incest and all of those things. But as being presented there by Mr. Biden, there is still the option there for persons to travel from one state that abortion may now be illegal in to another state that which it is legal in, to have that bit of medical attention there. And then another important point that he did make also was the fact that he was saying that, this is going to affect poor people the most, because poor people are not going to be able to be traveling all over state to state and all of that. So persons that can afford it will be is least likely to be affected, as in every other case. It's always poor persons that are less fortunate that these things hit the most.
Yep. We have a contributor, folks.
Mr. Sheriff Duncan, good afternoon. A very good afternoon to the other parliamentarian next to me. Next to you, I don't remember your name. But here, Mr. Duncan, I is a APNU Bacchanal.
Bacchanal is,
Sue in there hiding no way. Sue in missing no way. Jack Dio and Alem no. Jack Dio no was Sue there. And the prayer say she could do a better vice news mother Isabel Young. Done some prayer like she get education with Isabel Young. All of them know what's going on, but all of them fighting a battle. Why the same thing you said also? Why the bishop in command and say nothing but the story with Jack Dio and Sue? Why he come and say nothing? And he call me Kaiser, but nobody can this and nobody can. All of them hand in dirty work. All of them thieving. All of them thieving. But this guy don't sleep. This God here say he don't sleep. This is a truth God. This God don't sleep. This God don't sleep. You hear what I think, Mr. Duncan? And Jack Dio got to come out. He got to come out. This God don't sleep. He got to come out. We want him out. He got to come out. Because the things that we doing in life, people just forget. If people could remember the massacre in Lusitnan, the jailbreak, and all them things with God Raj, all of them things, if people don't remember, and Jack Dio went in all of those incidents, the man back us with it. All them know about back us. All them know about the man there. Yes. Me know. All them know about back us there. All of them. So, don't let Jack Dio try to stray guy these people away and say, but Sue missing. Sue missing. All them know what Sue there. All them, they better find Sue. They better find Sue before the Chinese Association come up on them. They better find Sue. Sue, they better find Sue.
Thank you. Better find Sue. Making the arguments there. They better find Sue. People are taking it so. Locate Sue. We all want to see what becomes of this here. You know, this is the first wash. Is the first wash.
Sherrod, good afternoon, listeners. The fact that Sue is involved in this whole thing is enough reason why we have to condemn it. Sue is not a member of the government. He's not an employee of the government. He is a private citizen as far as Guyana is concerned. So he have no business conducting government business.
Very well, very well, very well. I take the point. We take the point. Yep. So very strong views out there on this matter. Very, very, very strong views out there on this matter. We're going to take a couple more. We're running up to program time very quickly. We're going to take a couple more. A lot of very strong views out there on this matter. All right. Who is Sue? He's not no government rep. How Sue handle all the agreements and so on? How and why? That's what folks want to know. How and why? Who is Sue? Who is Sue?
Hi, Sharon and listeners. Good afternoon. I'm late, but I'll just say one thing.
Thanks for coming through.
The comments of the Attorney General, for me, it only adds insult to injury because he's talking a lot of nonsense. We all know that he's a supporter of the People's Progressive Party, but God, all these people do is show the bad side. You mean they can't just do something, speak out for once, get some cojones?
Yep. We can't take any calls. I'm sorry.
What nonsense is that? He's the Attorney General and he's supposed to be representing the interests of the Guyanese people, but he's not doing anything of the sort. And that nonsense that he spoke about there, trying to justify why he support Barrett, don't make no sense to me.
Yeah.
No sense whatsoever.
Yeah. We feel that. Judah?
Yeah, I'm in full agreement, and all the callers that are calling and sending in their voice notes rather to say that, Sue, they don't believe Sue is in hiding. I have similar sentiments. It doesn't make sense, and I've been saying that it has become the situation that it looks like persons are just trying to make a mockery out of it. The VP in particular seems to be not taking any of the concerns seriously or anything like that.
Yep. You are live. You are live.
Good afternoon, people. Yeah, well, all I'm saying is that all I have to say is that this matter should not rest. It should be taken to the courts. That's all.
Excellent. Thank you for that.
That is correct. Like I was just saying, for all intents and purposes, I don't see how it is. You will in state power and all of that. You can't find somebody that's a tenant in your own home.
Correct. And how the ordinary citizens have got confidence in the police force? Huh? To solve crimes and so forth, to find people. Colin Barnwell, Yvonne Ramasar, Chanel Moses. They're trying to make us something, They're trying to make us something. But we're not having it. They're trying to make us something here, but folks, we're not going to have it. Let me see if we can bring this one through this other side. I don't know what's going down.
Good afternoon.
You see, this one is playing low too. Yep.
We're trying with that one, but it's very low, guys. Some of the voice notes are coming in very low. I am trying to pull up as we speak, the vote there at the Supreme Court with Roe versus Wade, and that vote went 5-4. That was how that went. Decision was made 5-4, and hence the overturning of the Roe versus Wade. We're going to put up some more information in that as the day goes on.
Yep. Lots of information, folks. Lots of information. We're trying to get some of the other voice notes out to you. We got about three or so to play, but they seem not to be loading very well. We still don't know why some voice notes load better than others. Soon as we know, we'll tell you. Soon as we know. Soon as we know. There you
As
go.
soon as we know.
Good to see you, Colin. And Robin Lealda, good to see you as well, guys. Good to see you, folks. Good to have you guys here with us. And Judah, today's a special day internationally, believe it or not.
That is correct, guys. That is correct. And today, June 24, 2022, the world is celebrating the first ever International Day of Women in Diplomacy. Very, very, very good. That's an awesome day. We have been often speaking about the rights of women and women's the work that women have been doing to make sure that they climb that ladder when it comes to representation altogether. There are so many different platforms available, and persons continue to work tremendously. A lot of women continue to work tremendously to make sure that there is an avenue for women to have a seat at the table, so the representation will be made and decisions coming out at everybody can be one that is balanced. Because if there's no woman on that sits around a table, then the decisions coming from around that table will be gender biased, completely skewed towards men. And because of that, those little things make it absolutely important for women to be involved. And women have been going out, they have been standing up, they have been doing a phenomenal job at making sure that they represent at the level of diplomacy all over the world. So today is the first International Day of Women in Diplomacy, and I would like to say, congratulations. And we are extremely proud. As a woman, I am extremely proud of all the women that are standing up and doing their bit of work throughout the length and breadth of this world.
Congrats to all those folks, all those women in diplomacy. Well deserved. Well deserved.
Yes, rocking the cradle, ruling the world, all of the good things. All of the good things, Mr. Duncan.
All the good things indeed. We're still fighting here to see if we get some of the voice notes to load at our end. We're going to see how far we can get. Really want to get all of them played.
We're trying our best at this end, guys, to make sure that we load your voice notes as you've been sending in. But in the meantime, like I said, congratulations to all the women that have made their mark, all the women here in Guyana who continue to make their mark, all my colleagues that have been involved in so much advocacy themselves. Congratulations to all of you wonderful women. You have been doing a phenomenal job, and we will continue to push the fight for representation all together, equality, balance. And we have so much to be thankful for, and we like to commend and say thank you to all the women that walked that path before when there was no path, who created the path and all of that, so that it will be easier for us to be here today doing our bit.
Yep. Still seeing how we can get this stuff out to you guys, but maybe we'd have to. Let's see if we have this one here. Still trying to get one or two of these voice notes to play for you. But good to see so many of you on the live, guys. We're excited to come back later on with our final promo. I think we have one. Let's take a listen.
Barajagdio knows where Sue is. And that talk that he's going wrong, talking about he's going to take Sue to court, he would never do that, because he know that Chinese man is going to talk a lot of bad things of what he's doing in this country. He would most likely help to get Sue out of this country as quickly as possible.
Very well. We hear you there.
Interesting comments coming there from our contributor. I know a lot of persons are feeling the same way. That's what I can say. A lot of persons are feeling the exact way.
Yep. Very well. We hear you. Good to have you guys here. We're wrapping up now, bringing the curtains down. Good to see Gwyneth Anderson is outside. Who else outside with us today, man? Who else outside with us? Glycis Mingo Byrne is here as well. Carol Jacobs is here too. I see Claire Drix is here as well. Beautiful, lovely food. Bella Moda, good to see you as well. Everybody wants to know, where's Sue? Where's Sue? Where's Sue? Right? Think we have one?
Yeah, Sherrod, as I was saying.
Hold on. Let me get it from the chat.
Yeah, good afternoon, Sherrod.
Yeah.
And I'm PJ too, and below the belt. The PPP, all of them are coming out talking that no fault, they see no fault, but Jagyo present has made him guilty. The next thing, everything is that Jagyo word have to come. His word is this. He said Sue never said nothing but that, but then in the video, Sue said so. So why is it that we got to take everything that they say? This guy Sue hasn't been investigated as yet. Nobody hasn't got an interview with him. Where is Sue? That's what we want to know. We cannot just, in the video, as it revealed, and he said so too. Oh, Sue didn't say that, but Sue said that no. Yeah, that part. So we got to find out too. So we got to interview Sue, and we got to pressure Sue with these questions, because we got to know all of Sue other project and contract he has on the table at the moment. Sue can't just vanish, and we got to take Jagyo word like that. Jagyo word is not Jagyo word against us. It's our word against Jagyo. So no matter what, Sherrod, you guys got to keep pressing this matter every day. Every day.
Yeah, and we're going to continue doing just that. We're going to continue doing just that. We're going to continue doing just that. Do we have Candy? I think we got Candy.
Hello, Sherrod. How are you? You. Hi, Charita. Good day. Good day, guys. Where's Sue? Who is Sue? You guys looking for Sue, Sherrod?
Yes, we
Jack,
are.
they know where Sue is. They want to check on it, Jack, their bed or in his closet. If not, in his basement.
Wow.
And my contribution today is about the money being paid to Jagdeo, the rent. Everybody's speculating about the rent. It's a lot of rent. But don't you know that that's the money, the bribe money going back to Jagdeo in a smarty way, and they're washing the money there. So in the long run, the money is being cleaned. They're cleaning the money and they're washing the money. So when it comes out as rental fee, it's clean. They can't investigate it. So there is where Jagdeo is hiding the bribe money. And Irfat Ali better get his act together too and stop picking up for Balraj Jagdeo, because he and Balraj Jagdeo will be holding hands and go to jail together. They will be cellmate. And
they only know jailbirds. It's just the jailbirds they know.
Oh, yeah, Sherrod. So I'm saying, everybody knows what's going on in the PPP cabal. The entire regime knows about the entire corruption. So they're just pretending that they don't know. Or this one is going to say they don't know. But everybody, the whole entire PPP political party should be in jail, because all of them have criminal record. And anyway, Jarita and Sherrod, do have a wonderful day. Happy Friday to you guys. And hi, Izzy. Hi, Chip. And hi, Selby.
Thank you so much.
Hi to all those people too.
Have a great
Hi to all those people too. I know they know where he is. They only playing the foolish. We big, but we got sense. They know exactly where he is. Folks, that's going to do it for us at this end here. That is going to do it for us at this end here. I think we may just have one more. We're going to try to play very quickly for you guys. But for the large part, that's going to do it for our time here. Let me see if we have that. Going to try to bring it up very, very quickly. Is that it? Let's see if this one is it.
Good day, Sherrod. Hi, Javita. How are you? Oh, they want to know where Sue is? Jagdeo no good with Sue there, because it's like you open a can of worm. Jagdeo can't trouble Sue, because anytime he troubles Sue, the all the worms gonna come out. He know damn good. And you see all them businessmen were taking they were full in the pocket. The time coming, they gonna end up like the oligarchs them in Russia who want put gun to the head. We got no bullet for them. Because this is what they're gonna do, they're gonna kill themselves. You hear some of them sudden gonna drinking poison and they did. So let it go. We gonna get this Guyana right back for we self. We gonna get it back. It's not them own later.
All right. We hear you. 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 We hear you, folks. We hear you. We want to thank each and every one of you for coming through. It makes the open mic what it is, and we seem to be getting some of the voice notes. I think we have like one more. We take one more, and then we're gonna give the final word to Jarita. Final word to Jarita. Apologies, we can't take any more after that, but I think we're gonna have one final one.
Trying to get one word. Trying to make sure that one of another.
Yes, we
one
really
loads.
like to play all of them that come through, so folks know that what they send through is meaningful to us.
Sherrod, good afternoon. You know what I think? I think that we are doing too much talking in Guyana. It's time for we stop doing that and do something differently. It's not working. Talking is not gonna work. We gotta come different strategy. It don't make sense that you got this man by testicles right now and you gonna let him go in terms of allowing him to rise back up. It's so sad to see that how we're punishing in Guyana. Listen to me. I am crying. I help so much of people that I don't even have more money to help everybody. We gotta rise up, and this is what I tell the people that I help. Y'all like it just like that. In my times, that could have never happened in my time in Guyana. Hell break loose in Guyana. 1992 and all this time, hell break loose. All we studying about is another party. Who got the next party? Who got the next cool effect? That's all we studying about.
Plus the reason why I asked the car, the other day I went in a situation and I went in the court and I just miss a wall and I end up on going prison for 9 months. So I glass is something wrong with it because the chauvinist is doing in the place.
Father have his mercy. Folks, that's going to do it.
I'm Sherrod and Julita. Blessed good afternoon to you. Happy belated birthday, Julita. I'm tired of Jaggy and his lies. He needs to step down so we can get a complete international.
All right, I think the wise a little cross. I really want to take Siobhan though. Let me see. Take the
Investigation and some detective test done on him. So
is the background coming through? Siobhan, apologies. The background stuff you recorded coming through very loud. And we think that's the last one, but this is the last one, folks. Thanks.
This whole Sue thing, this big man, somebody saying Sue got business in Suriname. Let's say since February. Sue out of the country, Sue in Suriname. So this whole thing by bluffing people, you know what I mean? But Sue this and Sue looking for Sue, this nonsense. And Sherrod, we should keep on protesting. And only we get lackadaisical and relax the pressure. This is a very good opportunity we got to put the pressure on this government, and I feel we should continue to do it. You understand? Plan good protests. You understand? We keep the pressure on these people. When you get your back against the wall, we can't let up. We cannot let up. This is a golden opportunity we got, and if we only let up now, can't eat with dinner. You understand? Black people, wise up, please.
All right, folks. All right. Thank you so much for joining us, folks. That's we time. That's we program.
That's our time, guys. That's our time. Be sure to do what you have to do. You know what you have to do, everyone. Come on.
Sorry about that. Giving Treaty some feedback there. too much feedback.
Too much volume there, a
Yeah,
little bit,
yeah,
you know.
yeah, yeah.
Guys, you're being a little dumb. You being a little mischievous there with the shares. Do your part. Share the stream right
Don't
now.
come around with funny, you know.
You know, share the stream. Let
Share the
everyone
live, folks.
benefit from the information.
Share the live. Share the live. Share the live. Again, apology to Chevron there.
Yes.
Apologies.
We had
Share the live, folks. We're going to see you guys right back here at 8 this evening. Thanks for joining us, each and every one of you. Sandrine Beard, Alex Boom, Yvonne Ramasar, and Patricia Kissoon, the usual suspects, Candy Lena Claire Capel.
Shelly Lewis, I see you there. Gwyneth Anderson, Patricia Kissoon, like Sherry said.
What
I see
about Karen
Patricia
Clark?
all
You see
of the
Karen
West.
Clark too?
I am seeing Karen Clark there.
I see Deborah Clark. All the Clarks here.
The Clarks always
Whole
come
family.
through.
Whole family rock and coming. Yep.
Guys, have a good balance of the day. You know, we're heading into the weekend. It's Friday. It's TGIF, and I'm asking that we all of you out there, the family, just be careful. Make sure that you're very careful whatever it is that you go out and you have to get done this weekend. You know, get some fresh air and all of that, but be extremely careful. Make sure that you are here back with us on Monday. But as we go for today's program, you know, the podcast is going to be on tomorrow and Sunday as well. Guys, I will see you back in the comment section this evening in the ring.
Kim Walker says, Sue hiding from Jack Dio. Sue, where are you? There's a comment from us, folks. I see Inet Johnson said Jack Dio adopt Sue, and he there right in the house. Folks, that's going to do it for us. Listen, thanks for joining us. Share the live, smash the emoji button, guys. Partner with us. You know, we're available via Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, MMG, Western Union, MoneyGram. You need any guidance on how you can support the work we're doing? 627-6963 is our WhatsApp number. 627-6963. Thanks for joining us. See you guys right back here this evening at 8 in the ring. Thanks for joining us, folks, on the National Podcast. Below the belt. You make the podcast what they are, folks. Thanks for joining us. Stay safe. Stay safe.